Hey, good morning, everybody. January 5th, 2019. I want to say thank you very much to all my subscribers and everybody that comments. Your support is invaluable to me. It's fantastic. So I guess I wanted to talk today about what is the Mandela effect, I guess, because I've been coming around to this part of it for a little while now, and I've had a couple comments recently telling me that it's not what I think it is. And to that, I just got to say, I don't know what I think it is. I know I'm experiencing something. I'm seeing these differences that lots of people are experiencing as well. But I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know what the cause is. I do know there's an explanation, And that's what I'm looking for. I don't know if it's an overlaps of realities or dimensions. I don't know if we have facsimile versions of ourselves with portions of our soul housed all across the Milky Way. I don't know if smart dust and foglets have been programmed by AI and they've just coded everything, buildings and stuff, so they group together and they respond to commands from the AI which has been created. And they say like Facebook and Google, they created this AI like years ago, and it started communicating to AIs, and they communicated with themselves in a language they couldn't understand. And they say they shut those programs down, but how can you shut something like that down? It exists in a dimension and a realm, the cyber realm and dimension. We don't live there, it lives there. Okay, how the hell do they know it didn't get out? And you get things like Bitcoin, and you forget the Yugitoshi Yamo, whatever, the very mysterious creator of Bitcoin. He appears after Bitcoin's made, and then he kind of disappears, and there's not a lot heard about him. There's a lot of speculation that AI is actually responsible for the original Bitcoin. Yeah, and so basically foglets, the chemtrails, and them spraying all sorts of stuff in the air. It's not just chemicals that I believe, and smart dust is a real thing. Look it up. And foglets, programmable, nanotechnology. I've watched clouds just rotating in the sky in very, very unusual manner. Just sitting in place, rotating until it dissipated. That could have been a natural wind phenomenon. I'd never seen anything like it before in my life. It was really strange, and I don't have my laptop. I'm having to do all these videos from my phone. I sent my laptop out to the Geek Squad. I took it down before Christmas, and they didn't even send it out till the 27th. So whenever I get my laptop back, I'll do some real videos, and maybe a production value go up a little bit or something. But I really appreciate all you people watching. You're wonderful, and thank you very much. So back to the subject. What is Mandela effect? Well, so let's talk about like the origins of it, I guess. So as far as they can be discussed, I'm not sure if you're all familiar with the lady Fiona Broome, who's initially the one who started the idea of the Mandela effect somehow and she's a psychic and a gazer and a Comic-Con convention sort of goer. Nothing against people who love comics, and stuff. But she, her life exists in the fantasy world, and it gets in. So I'm getting a little off track here because it's kind of a confusing subject when you get into what is real. Because you got the spiritual level, it's absolutely real, and then you got this physical existence, and it seems like things are getting confused very easily now. So Fiona Broome seemed to have started the idea of the Mandela effect, but is the power of suggestion really so powerful? I don't think so. And maybe it's some kind of spell that's been woven on the world. I don't know. Maybe it is a scientific phenomena. So these are just the possibilities are out there, and I'm exploring all of them. But I also, I'm paying attention to the world around me, because whatever this Mandela effect thing is, it's not changing the geopolitical landscape. It's not changing people's hostilities towards one another. It's not easing tension and paranoia. It's not making people more comfortable in their skin. Though it is driving everyone that's experiencing it. We are being driven to have to find a resolution somehow. We are having to come to terms with it in life, and so it's a very motivating factor, no matter how upsetting or disturbing it can be. It is a motivating thing. So Fiona Broome and psychic magic dabblings, we understand from the Bible, we understand from experience, from people I've met have met witches. I've listened to testimonies of converted witches and them talk about the dark world, the upside down, where people are used as furniture, and it was just weird, crazy stuff. African witch doctor in the 90s, he gave his testimony on his conversion and how he was an agent, and he had to go around all the churches over in Kenya and Nigeria and undermine the community of the church and lead women into adultery and thieve and get men to steal and do all those sorts of things to manipulate the church. And there is an onslaught on Christianity, on biblical Christianity, on love of Jesus, Yeshua, whatever his name is. I'm fully aware of the dynamics of language and how tricky they can be. But that's why the heart matters. That's why God looks at the heart, because words are tricky. And over 400, almost like 400,000 words in the English language. 400,000 words in the English language. How many do you know? I don't think I have a 200,000 word vocabulary. That's not even half of my own language. So we got to consider how exceedingly limited our understanding really, really is of a great many things. And people who have an in-depth understanding of a specific field have usually very little understanding of things outside of their field. And this is where like community effort is absolutely needed. You got the big picture guys, you got the detail people, and everyone needs to bring all their pieces together, and we can figure stuff out. Maybe we all come to different conclusions, but at least we can find comfort and solidarity or something in this change. So, but whether or not it has anything to do with CERN, the director of CERN, he has openly admitted about the possibility and even the intention of opening portals, and that stuff could come through, or possibly something could be sent through. I don't believe a lot of the stories I hear on the internet about CERN and about, explosions and time travel portals and they've saved the world and we're living in an alternate timeline right now. I don't really believe that, but I do pay attention to these things. And the director of CERN, Real Time Real News, it's not called Real Time Real News, I'm just saying, in actuality, he has been interviewed as saying that they are opening portals and stuff could come through or pass through. And you have Geordie Rose, the front man for D-Wave Computers, saying the exact same thing, referencing Lovecraft. And he's like, don't call them demons, they're more like old ones. And but he's saying they're summoning them and they're reaching into other dimensions and they're accessing these creatures and they are bringing them out and they are doing this and this is their intention. Geordie Rose, D-Wave Computers, look it up. They've admitted this stuff openly. So then what all's going on? People are tampering with existence in ways that they're motivated to do so, but don't really understand the magnitude of what's motivating them. And so remarkable things are upon us right now. And as to whatever the cause is exactly, I don't know. I don't know what I think Mandela effect is, but I know that it is. It is for a great many people, and myself included. So what is happening? Please comment, give your opinions. Don't just tell me that it's not what I think it is, because I don't know what I think it is. And I really appreciate the feedback. Just elaborate just a little bit, please, so I can grow in my understanding, because that's what I want to do here. I want you to grow in your understanding and me to grow in my understanding. And I really, really appreciate the comments, all kinds, just a few extra lines to let me know exactly why you're saying what you're saying. Hey, God bless you all my subscribers. You're amazing. When I get my laptop back, I can't really access things very easily from my phone as far as editing videos and figuring out who all's supporting me. I can't find my subscriber list on my phone. But I'm not very technically adept either. I'm very, very old school. But I don't know what it is. I don't know what I think it is. And I'm not sure what the cause is. I'm just digging out evidence and seeing what holds water. So, hey, I love you guys. God bless. And thanks a lot for your support. Amen.